little video here. Everyone says, Brian, you're a genius. How do you fix your iPhone? So right now we're going to do a quick little video to show you how. I guess we're going to be using what I call my Frankenphone. Why do I call it my Frankenphone? That's my Frankenphone. My Frankenphone because it's been taken apart. See, I got other pieces, white backs, it's a clear back, it's another LCD digitizer, some batteries. But basically, I just take the phone apart, play with it. This was my phone for a while ago. So, they'll say, how do you fix your phone? I'm going to do a quick little video, show you how. Okay. So now, certain tools you're going to need to fix your thing there. Okay. So, we're going to need things like, obviously, a phone to fix. We need 2 Ferrero Rocher, because they're very good, the best candy in the world, so we need to eat these periodically while we're fixing the phone. We need a suction cup to pull off the screen, spudger to lift it up, Phillips screw, pentalobe screwdriver. Why is it pentalobe? Because there's 5 little lobes on it. Pentalobe, duh. We need this tool. And when you say, why do you need a lighter to fix an iPhone? Because the lighter works with this tool. If you don't know what this tool is, I can't explain to you, but this tool is very important as well. This tool definitely helps with the fixing. Okay, so what are we doing here? Also a screw mat. Screw mat's very good. What it does is, obviously, it's the mat for screws. Put all the screws down on it. Try not to lose them. It's very important. Putting together back this phone is very important. You don't want to lose anything. So, let's see what we're doing. First, we use the lighter with the important tool. Okay, that tool is working. Okay, now normally there's 2 screws under here. Like I said, this is my Frankenphone, so 2 screws are gone. But there's either one of the 2. Pentalobe for the newer iPhones, bong, or a regular Phillips. So either or. So you're going to be removing screws 1 and 2, and ideally placing them 1 and 2 on your screw mat. Now you can use your suction cup. Boom, pull it up. What you do, put a little pressure down at the bottom and just slide it up and it'll come off. Boom, that's done. Then you can place it here so you don't lose it. Okay, now the pentalobe screw is the only time it's going to be used is here. So once you use it here and done, you can put it away for now or keep it to the side for later. Okay, you got your Phillips screw. Okay, battery. First thing to come out is the battery. Battery is right here. Okay, so we're going to take off this little cover over the battery, and it also has a shield here. So we take out this Phillips screw right here. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't start my timer. Timer started. Okay, boom. Now take out this little screw here over the shield. I know I'm going to lose at least like 3 screws today. See, look at this. It's so old, it's stripped, it doesn't even just lift off anymore. When you do this a couple times, it'll just lift up. Oh, well, I mean rather, when you do it the first couple times, without stripping the screw, obviously, it'll just lift off nicely and stick to this screwdriver, which is magnetized. But since I did it like 100 times, the screw was stripped, not just popping out like it should. So, ideally, you'll take this screw off, and then you'll flip it up with the spudger. But what I'm going to do is trick it a little bit. Flip the spudger up. Now, screw the hell out of this screw here. Is it coming up? Come on, son of a bitch. Boom. Did I break it? Who cares? Okay, so screwdriver, that's a shield. Goes here. My screw is right there. Put it there. Oh, this little piece goes to the volume thing back there. So I'll leave that to the side. I don't need that. Okay, so I lifted up this shield. Put the shield here. Battery case here. plier. Okay, now normally the first time you take it off, there'll be like this plastic thing here. You're gonna pry it up, but I've done this like 50,000 times with the phone. So sometimes you have a little trouble. So what you do is you start from this side and then wedge it up, and then pull up the plastic tab. See, here's the remnants of the plastic tab. And like I said, this thing has been pulled up like 800 times. Sometimes they put a little extra glue, so you have to stick it, pull it out there from the right. So put that to the side for later. I don't even know if that battery works. Okay, so now put my spudger back to the side. Hold on, let me pick up my other tool. Tell you that brown tool in conjunction with the lighter works wonders. Okay, anyway, back to the video. So now we have right here, this is a ribbon cable. You got to be very careful with this, right? This is your speaker enclosure. This is the, some people, motherboard, logic board, whatever you want to call it, EMI shield. Everything is back under here. So you're starting here. I'm going to take off these 2 screws on top of that shield. So that's screw number 1. Okay, I've found it's not a great idea to hold your iPhone 50 feet in the air when you're unscrewing things, because screws tend to fall, and the higher they are, the more they bounce, blah 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 blah. So what I do, I sometimes try to be smart and hold the screw a little bit closer to where it's going and just let things drop a little bit. So now my screws are in place. I'll take the shield here. Good thing about the screw, man, I mean, you can't go crazy with it, but if you lift it up, screws and things stay in place because it's magnetized. So screw man is a very good tool to have. Okay, so you know, let me put this way so you guys can read and see things. See, shield is there, screw, screw. Okay, so now we have this ribbon cable up. So we're going to take the spudger and we just flip up that cable here. Another cable you want to be very careful, the speaker cable, very delicate. It's very fragile, so when you're flipping it up, you just take the spudger. You make sure you pick it up first, because you don't want to rip this up and then rip that. Very dangerous right there. So I just ripped that up. So that's done. Okay, so now you got a screw here. Dun, 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 dun. That holds that on, so that one goes there. And then now I have one more screw here that holds on this side. So then I take it and then I place it there, where it goes. I mean, it doesn't really get too much easier than this. And I'm just going to lift up that little occasion. Next time I'll be a little bit more careful with it. But, boom, that's where that went. So we put that there. That's your speaker. A whole bunch of other stuff, but we'll go to it later. Okay, so now, before I can get to the logic board, which is here, or the motherboard, I have to take off this EMI shield on the top. Now, there's supposed to be 5 screws. Again, this is Frankenphone, so I have 1, 2, 3 out of 5. But there should be 5 screws. Something very important you got to remember. This screw on the top here is a very long screw. So please, be careful with this screw. If you take it and put it in any other slot, it will crack straight through and break your LCD screen. This slot is only for that tall screw. So, I don't know if you want to take it out first, whatever. So you remember, boom. That's the first screw that comes in and goes out. That tall, stupid screw, because it will break your thing. Okay, so we'll take this one out here. Goes next to the camera. Okay. Close the arm. This side in. Boom. So you should have been unscrewed 5. Like I said, I only got 3 in there. I don't even have to take the tall one out anymore. I just shove it around. So boom, it comes out. That goes there. Now you have access to a lot of things in here. Wow, this is so cool. I've never seen that before. Wow, Brian is so smart. No, I'm not. Anybody can do this. My son taught me how to do this. He's 9. Anyway, we're going to lift up this thing here. This is called the camera. I just plop it out. But be careful, because it's underneath the ribbon cable, so you can't just jerk it. You gotta be careful. Pry it out. Put the camera there. Next thing we're going to take out, the lady's favorite part of the phone, the vibrator. Take out the vibrator, put that long screw right there, the taller one. That one also has a long, tall screw. Be very careful. Small one here. Place down the vibrator on the screen next to the camera. Everything has a place, every screw, so you can't really get lost. Okay, now very important. Okay, now this is Frankenphone, so I can tell you. There's going to be 5 cables that need to be removed from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be careful. 1, 2, and 3 on this side, which would be the right or left, whatever. The 3 that are together, those come down, so those are easy to just go 1, 2, 3. Those are down. But now these 2 on the side come up, and now there's a certain order because these are down. So this one on the top is supposed to go first because it's on top of this one, obviously. So you pull that one up. This one comes up as well. That's the LCD digitizer. Now that those are up, yes, now we can remove what's called a logic board. Where are we at? 7 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, so now we take off this one screw here. Ideally, there would be a white sticker on here. That's the waterproof tamper, so they can tell when your phone is dropped in water. So you would remove the sticker, put it to the side for later, put it right back on. But right now, obviously Frankenphone doesn't have one, so we take it out. Boom. That's done. Now, we just gently, this is Frankenphone, so I don't care, but gently jiggle her around just a little bit. Now, there's one more screw that you're going to have to take out. Oh, forgot. There is a tool. One more tool you're going to need. See? Brown tool made me forget. Not. Okay. Right up here, very important. The screen sets the height of the logic board once it sits back in. This screen sets the light. And if you put this in too high, you won't be able to screw back on the back. You won't be able to screw back on the shield, and things just will not fit in correctly. So what you need is a flathead, and you screw that one there, and then just pull it up. So now with that one removed, we remove our logic board. See? That's the brain of the little phone there, the logic board. So now we have this left. 5 cables, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the phone. Okay. There would be, I guess, 6, 7, 8. There would be 10 more screws to remove before we could take off the screen. I'm going to have 4 in the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 6 on the sides. Now you don't have to remove the 6 on the sides totally. What you do is just screw them 1.5 places. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. Boom. What's that? Oh, that's the earphone. Okay, so we put that there. That's going to go back in the back behind there. That always comes out. Okay, so now that everything is screwed, 1.5. Be very careful with these ribbon cables. They're delicate. They break. Yes, they do. So now what you need to do is use your spudger, and then we're going to find a spot and pry it up here. So just go around the phone, pry it up a little bit. Go around the phone, pry it up. Go around the phone, pry it up. Go around the phone, and then pry it up. Hold on 1 second. Don't ask what that was. None of your business. Okay. Right now, it's time for a Ferrero share break. Because we're at about the halfway point, so we stop. Delicious. Now we continue with the spudger. Just going along the side, prying up the phone, prying it up. Make sure not to get any of the ribbons caught, because if you do, you're screwed. Boom, that's it. So that's how you remove the screen. Screen is technically out. So we can put that to the side. Now I'm putting in this broken screen. Why is he putting in a broken screen? Because this screen works, I think. The other one doesn't work. So, I want to put it in. Simple as that. Okay. So now this one doesn't even have LCD holder. Good job, bro. Okay. We're going to put it together anyway. See if it works. Why not? Okay. 12 minutes. Let's see if we can get it back together in 5 minutes. Okay, so now, careful of the cables. That slides in. And that just sits there, I guess. Alright, so if we would have had things to screw in, we just screwed back in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But since we don't, we won't. That little speaker that fell out, that goes back there on the top. Okay, now we need to get back in this logic board here. Okay. Come on, stupid speaker. Okay, back on a better angle. Alright. Get that board in there. Get in there, logic board. Okay, so it'll just sit in there. Then what we need to do is put in that long, stupid screw right there on the top. Just set the height of the board. That goes on there. Okay, so now we got 5 cables to put back. 1, 2, and 3 don't matter what order. So we go 1, 2, 3. You'll feel them. You'll just feel himself come in. Now these here go back in the opposite order. Obviously, remember this one went second and this one first because it was on top. So now we just put it back in the opposite order. Sit there. And then we set this one here. Where's my camera? Some people put the camera first and then slide the ribbons in. I just put the ribbons on first and then slide the camera on top. Okay, camera's connector goes back in. Then we slide back in the vibrator. Lady's favorite part. That goes here. So where's my long vibrator screw for the top? Screw that one in. With my short screw for the bottom. Screw this one here. Well, we have 14 minutes. We got about what? 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. That goes in there. So that's done. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, everything so far so good. Now we're going to throw on the EMI shield. I always feel like I'm missing something. Well, I mean, this one's missing much, but I always feel like I'm missing something. Okay, so now we threw back on the EMI shield. Line that up. I take this one here from the side. Once I know my shield is good and my cables are set, put this one back on, the tamper proof, even though we just tampered with it. Okay, this one is from the right of the camera. Remember, when putting back on the EMI shield, make sure that tall screw goes on the top, or you will puncture your LCD. Remember, the tall screw goes back on the top, or you will puncture your LCD. And don't say, Brian told me to take apart the phone, but he didn't tell me I was going to puncture the LCD. Because I just told you again, you're going to puncture the LCD. So don't be like, he didn't tell me. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. That goes under there. For the speaker, when 40 seconds to get it back together, it's impossible. That screw goes in here. We need one more for that enclosure. That goes on that side. Okay, so now what are we missing here? We gotta throw this shield back on, so this ribbon goes back on top of here. Snap that on. Shield goes in the middle. That one goes there. Man, it took me more than 5 minutes to put it back together. Wow, I'm getting old, man. Okay, that one goes there. Okay, we're almost there. 1 screw, 2 screws, 3 screws, 4. Not that much more. Alright, so now we boom, everything's here, everything's connected. So now we're going to take your speaker cable, get your speaker cable back on there. That one could be a little tricky for some people. Some people like to use a spudger. I just push it there and it seems to slide in, so I can't complain. Okay, so now I need a shield that will go here. And you see how everything fits with the screw and everything fits nicely. You put that there, and you put the battery there. Now, ideally, in a perfect world, you could do this in about 10 minutes total time. But since I was playing around and talking and crap, it took a while. But it's not really that difficult. Use a little common sense and patience. But I mean, you'll learn the tricks. See, like that one there. Of course, it wants to be a pain because it's the last piece that needs to go in. So, this is the shield. This goes here. Come on. Kidding me, right? This is usually so easy. The last screw just does not want to go in. Come on, Nick. One screw away. That's what she said. Alright, so let's show you one more time. Finally. Oh, did I tell you before that the screw is all messed up and doesn't work? Yeah, it is all messed up and doesn't work. And I don't think that battery works either. I don't believe this battery is working either. I think this battery is dead. So, what I'm going to have to do is get a good battery and make a video for you guys with a real battery. Finally. Yeah, this battery is good too. Alright, so that's it. Done. This phone doesn't work either though. So, at least you know how to take it apart and put it back together. I've done my job. Peace.